Hello, it's Merlin here, and I'm trying to do a live stream because I haven't done one in a while. I had a little bit of time, so I figured I'd test it out because I haven't really tested streams of the new location, and I was kind of wondering how well it worked. So I guess we'll see. I don't know if anybody's really going to be on. It's been a while since I've done one of these. I mean, let me see if I can find the link too, because I remember I always had to like go to the actual event page. Oh, here it is. Okay, I can't see it, but okay, it does work. Cool. Um, well, I guess since I don't really have anybody in at the moment, hopefully some people will pop on. I guess I will do. I don't know. I'll go through some news events because my last podcast I didn't really touch on too much news. So let's see what we got here. Okay. Now going to the handy dandy anime news network. Now, I was looking at this. Deku is still chasing the number one in My Hero Academia popularity poll, which doesn't really surprise me because I've been watching a bit of the show and I actually think he is a good character. I think that, I mean, I remember when I started watching and I had like this tendency to kind of think maybe he's a little too whiny for like a shonen protagonist. And I've had some people say that to me as well. I mean, I can kind of understand that to some extent, but he does grow a little bit more realistic. It's actually the same kind of argument that people had about Shinji Ikari for a long time. Was that oh man, he's such a whiny little kid. But I mean, I guess a kid at that age in those situations, it would be understandable. But yeah, no, it's a good show. I think. I mean, I don't know. I guess there are a couple other characters. I'm actually kind of surprised All Might isn't isn't number one because I thought he was like everybody's favorite character, but then again, I'm not caught up. Maybe he's not even active anymore. Maybe he lost most of his power at this point. The Emoji Movie gets a Japanese dub for home video release. I mean, I guess it's kind of a no-brainer. Oh, I don't know. I guess not all movies released overseas would get a dub necessarily. Man, the Emoji. I kind of feel like that's where I was sort of mentally done. Like I don't know with U.S. cinema, like I'm, or rather just studios. I don't know who did that. I like have we really gotten to the point where we have no original ideas that we're resorting to a movie about emojis? I'm just really glad. I mean, the thing that really was salvation was the fact that it didn't do very well. Like people looked at this and were like, "Really? This is really what we're doing?" It's just such a bad concept. But I guess they're releasing it in Japan. They have their own dub, so what? Let's see. What else we got going on here? Anything else in relating to this stuff? Oh yeah, that's right. Ryan Reynolds is supposed to voice Detective Pikachu. That's going to come out in a couple years. I remember there was like a rumor going around that it was going to be Danny DeVito, which I thought would have been awesome. I remember people like, yeah, Danny DeVito, but I guess maybe he's too busy with Always Sunny in Philadelphia. But no, Ryan Reynolds is a good choice. I think he definitely has some good chops as a voice actor and as an actor in general. I think he's got the good comedy for it. I'll be honest though, I don't know a whole lot about the Detective Pikachu concept. That's how out of the loop with Pokemon I am. I'm like, isn't he just Pikachu with a hat? But apparently he talks and he's voiced by somebody. Blood Blockade Battlefront celebrates Beyond's finale with a new visual. You know, that was a show that I couldn't really get into. I mean, I didn't think it was bad, but I watched like the first episode and I was like, it's all right. It's got a really good title, some alliteration there. Blood Blockade Battlefront, not to be confused with the Star Wars series. And I'm going to check and see. Oh, I do have some viewers. Check the chat, see if anybody said hey. Aha, Pac-Man fan 0001. Have you ever seen Code Lyoko? Yes. Hold on. Let me double check. I know the name. I'm drawing a blank. Forgive me. I feel like I know what that is. Code Lyoko. That's a kid show. I'm pretty sure Code Lyoko. I don't think it's an anime though. Let me see. Am I right? Big heads. All right. I have not actually sat down and watched any of this show. Let's see. I've seen some advertisements for it. It's a French animated TV series from Thomas Romain and Tanya Palumbo. Okay, a series centers on a group of teenagers who travel to a virtual world of Lyoko to battle against a malignant artificial intelligence named Zana, who threatens Earth. The series is presented in 2D hand-drawn animation and CGI. No, I don't know much about that. I remember it was years, but I think I was a little old for that. Like at that point, I wasn't really on cartoons, but I remember it being on. Is it good? Should I check it out? I think I'd like it. I know it's apparently it's very comic booky. I guess a lot of superhero type stuff. Have you ever seen the official Bionicle films, Mask of Light, Legends of Metru Nui, Web of Shadows, Legend Reborn? No, I have not seen any Bionicle movies ever. The crazy thing is, I actually heard that the Bionicle movies weren't bad. Um, I don't know. I heard that they're actually pretty cool. They always looked really cool. Like whenever I saw a commercial for a Bionicle movie, I was like, "Yes, it is the Legend of Bionicle." But they were basically the cool man's Legos. Oh yeah. And Himukin Entertainment is here as well. What's up, man? Seems video games are having better ideas than films these days. I think you're right on that, man. It really seems like video games are almost kind of like television. They're replacing the ideas in cinema, and maybe it's because in movies they're all focused on trying to advertise to get that quick buck. Get you to sit down, watch the film, and just try to get as many butts and seats as they immediately can, get as many ticket sales as they immediately can. Whereas I don't know, video games. It's kind of interesting that you say that because video game adaptations into movies have not been particularly successful, though. I find that kind of interesting. Yeah, I don't know why that is, but yeah, you're right. A lot of video games have really good stories. I mean, a lot of the big RPGs are really amping it up. I remember there are a couple interactive films, aka video games. What was it? The Last of Us was really big. There were a couple of them that were really 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 acclaimed for their stories. And I remember there was a time where even up until like a couple years ago, it was still like a debate really that video games were not a valid form of art. And I never considered that a question. I mean, I'm not a huge gamer, but I was like, okay, just because I think it was Roger Ebert was like, a video game isn't art because an artwork piece is kind of stationary. It is what it is upon completion, and then we kind of view it and interpret it a certain way. Whereas I guess video games, because you can interact with them, you can change certain elements. It's a little bit different. I don't know. I didn't think an artwork had to be constant because your perception of it alters how you feel about it. But anyway, yeah, I agree with you. I have not played Five Nights at Freddy's. Do people still care about that? I remember that was really big. There were a lot of like reaction stuff. I thought that it might be fun to try and play it, but I feel like that it's one of those things where the hype is just kind of everywhere. Legend Reborn is good for at least little kids. It looked like it was. It looked like Epic Kid stuff. Oh yeah, guys, feel free to like and share it, I guess, if you want more people in here. But while you're here, feel free to ask questions, or I'll just look through random stuff and talk for a little bit. I guess. Can you guys hear me? See me okay? Is the connection all right? I wasn't really sure how it would be in here. Let's see. Movie news. The Boba Fett standalone film might happen after all. I guess because apparently Last Jedi has been getting a lot of good reviews so far, which hasn't really been released anywhere yet. So I guess it must be limited screenings, but everyone's like, oh, best thing ever, which doesn't surprise me, I guess. But they got the Solo. See, originally I think it was supposed to be Han Solo, Boba Fett, like shared film, and now it's Boba Fett stand. Well, of course, if they can make another movie out of it, why not? The Venom movie is adding to another big name role for mystery. I don't know. I'm not really sure how much I'm looking forward to the Venom movie because I heard Tom Hardy was going to be in it, which is a good casting. He's a good actor, and he's got that big imposing force to be Venom. But Venom's still owned by Sony, and I think they're doing independent of Marvel. So uh, I think that's a bit iffy myself. There's a Goosebumps 2. I actually liked the first Goosebumps movie, surprisingly. Um, there's that room, The Disaster Artist. I still want to see the movie about the room. Looks pretty great. Let's see how Hugh Jackman feels about Logan being his last Wolverine movie. That's just sad. I mean, Logan was appropriately sad, but just the fact that Hugh Jackman might not be there anymore. Oh, it's kind of funny because I remember years ago when I was a kid and the X-Men movies were first coming out. I remember thinking, you know, Wolverine's the short, stocky, older looking guy with the really gruff voice, and from the '90s cartoon. That's the one I grew up with. That's how I picture Wolverine. So this kind of taller, I don't know if he's super tall, but like this slimmer, really good looking guy comes in trying to play Wolverine. I'm like, okay, he's good, but it's not really how I picture him. But as he's gotten older, he just really evolved into the character and really became Wolverine. Like he is the most iconic one now for most people. So the idea of someone recasting him just seems really dangerous. Like they just shouldn't do that. Um, but I mean, he did say that he would come into an Avengers movie, which I think would be pretty awesome. Let's see. Oh, we got more people. Nice, nice. Oh, yes. Oh wait, the Anime Blaze. What's up, man? And I got the Anime Hero. Feel free to join me in here if you can, man. I guess I can. Maybe I'll the thing, and you can come in too, Blaze, if you want. But it's funny, Pac-Man, that you you bring that up because literally before starting the stream, I was in the other room and we actually have the Dark Crystal like we're supposed to watch it. We have the Dark Crystal like on under the TV, and I want to actually watch it again because I don't know. I've kind of been like this weird Jim Henson kick where I just saw like some I don't know. I saw this random video about Sesame Street, and I just find puppeteering kind of interesting. But Dark Crystal, I have seen it like a couple times. Really good movie. I actually prefer it over The Labyrinth. Probably unpopular opinion, but really epic, really dark movie. It really scared me when I was a kid. Like the evil bird people, really creeped me out. Really creeped me out, honestly, um, big time. Yeah, but I've seen Dark Crystal. Good movie. Yeah, what's up, Blaze? Good way of putting it. Even animation has put a lot of effort. I mean, look at things like Guilty Gear, Third Dawn, and Cuphead. I know of them, haven't played them. By the way, I start work at 6 p.m., so I may not respond. Oh, gotcha. I don't know where you are, man, but no, that's cool. You're definitely right, though. Gaming has really become like one of the main platforms, honestly. Hero, they actually said that. Well, I don't know. Okay, they didn't say that, but apparently, I guess what Disney's gonna buy Fox now. Like I don't know if that's official, but like if they do recast Wolverine and if they do get rights to the X-Men, Marvel has to do the bright color for X-Men. I want to see Wolverine in the damn yellow jumpsuit. That's what I want to see. Oh man. I gotta find the thing here, Hero, if you want to come in. Um I gotta do this I haven't done this in a while. All right. Let's see. I guess I will send this to peeps if anybody is on. Man, it's been so long since I did this. Okay, Hero, the Anime Hero. Now, if I can remember what link, here we go. Here's my Google Hangouts link. If I was like joining it, boom. And I guess I'll send one to Mr. Anime Blaze as well, since he's on. Oh, I can't because he hasn't accepted my friend request. It hurts, Blaze. It hurts. Yeah, guys, but yeah, unless people come in, I don't know how long I'll keep this going. I'm really excited for Ready Player One. That movie just looks so badass. Like I just keep seeing all the references. I could have sworn I saw Goku. Like I thought I saw the Gi in the background, but apparently they're in the book. There were a lot of characters that are in the world, so I think that'll be really awesome. I guess as a Warner Brothers doing that, they're taking full advantage of their rights and using all these characters. It's pretty awesome. They've been really pushing the Iron Giant. Like the Iron Giant is in this movie, and he will kick ass. He better be there for more than just a scene. Like I hope they don't just tease everything and then they don't use any of these characters. Mark Hamill wishes George Lucas had been more involved with the new Star Wars movies. Um, Mark Hamill seems like I don't know. I can never really tell how serious he is, like how much he really cares about the whole status of the current Star Wars movies. Um, I don't know. I think he might be in the minority there. Like personally, I don't hate George Lucas. I feel like maybe he shouldn't have had too much control like he did before with the prequels, but he did create the franchise. He should probably have some general say, like kind of like Stan Lee. Stan Lee doesn't really have any real involvement with any of the Marvel movies, but he at least gives it his seal of approval. He might be there. They might ask him a question like, "Hey, Stan." Yeah, I mean, if he said no, they probably wouldn't get mad. But at least he's there. His name's on it. I don't know, but it's just there. This is all Star Wars related news, of course. Let's see. Oh, Movie Pass is getting cheaper. I'm going to take advantage of that. Poe and Finn rumors will finally be answered. What, that they're together? I heard that there was going to be like a romance of some kind with Finn with the new girl. Yeah, this one I thought was funny. Karen Gillian, oh, sorry, Doctor Who fans, talks about why Nebula isn't in the first Avengers Infinity War trailer. I feel like they're going to really cram every. Sometimes I wonder about these articles. Like they think they're going to cram every single character into the first trailer. Like they got to save some things. Like, I'll be honest. Like I do like her character. I love Guardians of the Galaxy. And I think she's a decent actress and everything. But she is not the first person I'm worried about not seeing in the trailer. Like as far as characters go, I thought that's kind of silly. Oh, that's it for that page, I guess. As far as updated things. Um, let's see. Chucky is in it. The main character did say he wished he was born in the 80s, so I'm hoping for He-Man. Well, oh yeah, no, I heard that He-Man was actually going to be involved. Yes, that is a true video game adaptation for sure. Like I find it funny the best video game movies aren't really based on anything. But yeah, He-Man will probably be in it because I believe he was in the book. I heard that there was some possibility of that. Let me see what else we got here. I don't know if there's anything else really noteworthy. I feel like there hasn't been a whole lot. Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth? I guess it's a game. Oh yeah, Your Name's up for a bunch of awards. I saw that earlier in the year. I didn't talk about it on the channel, but that was a pretty good movie about like the two people that are in love but like she's from a different time and he has to like try to save her town because it like got hit by a natural disaster. It's been a long time since I've seen it. It feels like early in the year, but it was good. It was very pretty. An official website, Bandai Namco. The game will ship to Japan on Thursday. So what is it? Okay. Okay. All right. So it's based on the Cyber Sleuth games. I have not heard of these. We'll be raising RPG for both real and digital worlds. Huh. That's kind of cool. Mom was one of those games that would really work well for an RPG kind of status. We actually did like a tabletop version that lasted like 2 games or something once. Common Writer film tops the box office. Oh, we got a film now? I didn't know that. I still have not seen a single frame of Kamen Rider, but I feel like I want to. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. Common film to screen in the U.S. Oh, January 19th. Oh, okay. I wonder what arc it's going to cover. Is it just going to be the first filler arc, or is it going to be the first real arc? Or let me see. Let me read. Let me find out. Let's see. Okay. It does not say. It does not say. Oh, we're in the final arc of Gintama. I did not know that. Well, I guess it's still going. Wow, I did not know that. I didn't know Gintama was going to be wrapping up. Wow. Oh, well, they got a sequel planned out, so they're planning to milk it while the while the series is still pretty popular. I guess that's good. I'm glad. I'm glad it's getting enough recognition to get that, though. Cool. Let's see. Anything else worth talking about here? Oh yeah, I still haven't seen The Punisher. I want to. They've already. Oh, okay. They're announcing the season 2. Okay, well, it did well enough to get a second season. I know people were asking me about that. When I saw like the first half or something of the first episode, I actually thought it wasn't that eventful. Um, Do you think Alan Knox, do you think sitcoms can overdo laughter and background too much? You mean like laugh tracks? Yeah. I don't know. I've always kind of felt like sitcoms were like I like a good sitcom, don't get me wrong, but I always kind of felt like they were talking down to the audience a little bit. And is it really good comedy, good writing when you're literally being told when to laugh? Like, ha ha ha, like you have to be guided to the joke. Like, in my opinion, you should get the joke, and if you think it's funny, you laugh, and you shouldn't have to get any assistance. But then again, I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't bother me, but I guess if I really like the style, like for instance, I mean, I like Seinfeld. It's probably my favorite sitcom. That has a laugh track, but I enjoy the comedy. But I think I don't know if it can be. I feel like there's a show. I think there was like there have been a couple of sitcoms where they're like laughing constantly and they're not funny. So I mean, if a show's not funny, a laugh track's not going to help it. I think it's impressive when it's a live studio audience and that it seems more genuine. Like I think was it Cheers or something? Like they used to say like, oh, filmed in front of a live studio audience, so you're actually hearing in the room. It's not like a forced thing. But I think I'm gonna check this thing here because I feel like I hear the hero. And do I?
Mm,
You sound really scratchy, but I can hear you.
no.
You sound like ET. You sound like ET phone home. Oh God, do something with that mic, man. You're you're
Let
killing
me
me.
swap.
You're killing me.
It's been so long. I don't even know how to do the right settings anymore.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I how did I sound on your end? I didn't even know. Okay, he's muting the mic. Thank you. Thank you for it was killing me. Okay, I sound normal. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna be on super long because I gotta watch something in a bit, I guess. But that's good. Hero joined in. It's been a long time since I've done a live stream, and I was like, why not? But Hero, if he ever jumps in, has been um, watching a lot of He-Man. And I know you said you thought that the 2000. You did not say that the 2002 show was badass. You said Skeletor was. So once you swap your mic, I want you to tell me about it. I'm holding you to it, man. He's swapping his mic. In the meantime, I'm gonna look for something to talk about. Crap. Uh, Overwatch. Oh, Bungie to fix Destiny 2. Well, hopefully, I guess. Let's see. What are some other ones going on here? Uh, let's see. Actually I have like well, I guess while I'm waiting for Hero to come back, there was like one little thing I did want to talk about. My buddy Troll gave me a couple of the new like Rebirth DC comics to check out, and I read the first Superman volume, and I actually enjoyed that. I thought it was pretty cool. I guess Lex Luthor was trying to be a hero, trying to save Metropolis his own way, and Superman from another dimension comes in. A little bit it was a bit iffy, but like I didn't know what was going on there, but the artwork was really good. He had to fight Doomsday. It was a great way to start it back, really epic. And he had a team with Lex Luthor. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. He had to go into hiding. He has a son now. But I actually really enjoyed it. I thought it was fast paced. I thought it was fun. I thought the story was interesting. And I kind of liked Lex Luthor as a good guy. And I guess I've kind of liked that in the past. Okay, Hero's back.
Does this sound any better?
Not really. Not on my end, anyway. Wait, hold on. Let
No.
me. No, I guess I can't do that. I don't know.
Will it work if I take this off? Any better now?
Not from what I hear. I mean, if you guys out there, maybe it's just me, maybe it's my headphones. I mean, that's possible too. If anybody can hear him, does it sound okay? Uh, if if I work for the MCU, do you think it would be a good idea to speak live with the fans on what direction she should go by episode or chapter? I mean, I think after a certain point, you kind of have to do your own thing. Um, Like I don't know. I mean, I think it's kind of both a it's a strength and a curse to some extent that I mean, a lot of these companies are almost at the mercy of fans now. I mean, it's a good way to ensure you find out what the fans want and then you can work towards it to actually, make something that people watch and then they'll make money and the cycle continues. But it also plays it too safe. Like very rarely does it seem like these big studios, because they're trying to go into franchises, they aren't taking risks. They're just do. So I feel like it's hard to be predictable. Like the new Star Wars movie came out. I mean, it got really good reviews so far on Rotten Tomatoes, for as much as you can trust that. But so did Force Awakens. And I mean, Force Awakens was fine, but it was very, very safe. It was predictable. Like it's apparently it said that there might be twists in Jedi, but I mean, maybe it'll be great. But I have a hard time believing they'll do anything that will really upset people too much. So I don't know. Is Hero back again?
Can you hear anything?
Yeah, I can hear you.
But it's still bad
Not as bad.
because I have no idea what works anymore. I've tried the speakers, like one other mic, so no clue.
Hmm. Let's see.
Uh,
Are you using a headset? Maybe.
no, uh, actually, yeah. Let me try that. I haven't tried using headphones, so maybe that
Yeah, yeah.
will.
Try that. Try that because I don't know why, but I don't know. It just sounds really weird.
Earlier, I used the mic that I used for Skype, and you say that it sounded different here. So who knows?
Huh, I don't know, man. It's been a while. I'm actually honestly surprised this worked. I thought maybe I wouldn't even have a connection going through. You know how sometimes our Skype calls are really laggy. Yeah. Hey, okay, he's got to try again. Hopefully, I'll get the anime hero back in here at some point. As you can tell, this was very well planned out as usual. But yeah, basically, I think it can be helpful. I think it's very good to the fans. I mean, obviously, if there's something pre-established, you might want to get their opinion about what they want. But if you're always giving people what they want, it's not really that interesting. So I don't know. That's just me. Um, yeah, but yeah, like it, share it around. And okay, how is it now, Hero?
I don't know. Can you hear me?
I can. Actually, hold on a second. I'm just gonna try something, and I want to see if it's me. Hold on.
Well, do you hear me? Because I don't hear you, Merlin, at the moment. Still don't hear you. I see mouth moving, but that's it.
How about now?
Oh yeah, yeah, I hear you now.
Oh, you know what? You sound beautiful now.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you saw. I was like, okay, I guess I just had to like, I don't know, I just kind of plugged my headphones in a different port because sometimes the audio in these things gets really messed up, and I'll hear something and it sounds demonic, like if I play a video. So, like, I think there's just something up with these headphones. But yeah, okay, all right. Well, you sound good, man. What's up?
Yeah, it's been a while. I have no idea how anything works anymore. But yeah, He-Man's good.
Yeah, man. So okay, you've been watching the 2002 show.
hmm
Um, yo, it's Kill Me with a Shotgun. Yo, hey, I remember you. What's up? Um, anyway, you've been watching the 2002 show, and you did not say that the show was badass. You said Skeletor was badass, which I would agree with. Your thoughts on it so far?
Um, it puts a lot of emphasis on the minor characters and it explores a lot of mythology from the more lesser people. But the main cast, like He-Man and Tila specifically, they're kind of like
Uh-huh.
you can tell that they're much younger than their 80s counterpart, so they're
Correct.
in a learning potential state. So there are times where Tila gets on my nerves. I'm thinking like they made her too bitchy, and they don't do anything with Orko at all.
Yeah, poor Orko. Poor Orko. Oh,
Because there was one episode called Orko's Garden, and I thought that he would be like solving the problem. He doesn't.
no, no. Yeah, I don't know. You'd think that. I guess there was always kind of this joke that Orko was. He was kind of the joke of the original show, but I kind of like Orko. It's kind of a shame that he was pushed aside even more.
Yeah, I agree with myself too. Well, here's the thing: I haven't finished watching the live action movie.
What? Oh, you got to watch that, man. That's so awesomely bad.
I see. I see most of it.
Skeletor's pretty good in that one, actually.
I guess, but it's so different because actually, if you look at the poster for the movie, and I see He-Man holding something, I thought I thought it was his power sword at first, but then wait a minute, it's a sword. What's that in his right?
It's a
Why is he holding a
sword.
gun? Why is this military approach with He-Man and be saying like go look over there, like soldier, all this shit.
I feel like Ram Man was pretty cool in that show, wasn't he? I think he was. He was cool, right? Ram Man.
Oh yeah, they made Ram Man like this manly dude in the 2002 series. Because in the original, he's a short person.
He is a short, but he's kind of cool in the Rebirth. He's just like a doofus. Does he ever? I don't know. He's pretty tough, I guess, in the first show, right?
Yeah, he's tough, but the thing is, like, they always gave him like this dumb sounding voice. They're like, okay, hey man, that type of demeanor,
Oh, hey man.
like, hey man, that type of thing. But uh, they actually brought it up in one episode about this blind kid, and he said that he wished other people would treat him like the same. A lot of people think I'm stupid, but I'm not.
No, he's actually not. Yeah, it's true. Um, well, here, let me ask you this though. Why didn't you just jump chronologically? Why didn't you just go into the '90s show? Huh?
I seen two episodes of New Adventures of He-Man.
Oh, really? And your thoughts? Oh, it's Jasper.
It's actually oh, it's a cat. Actually, it's a very strange
Yes,
sequel to He-Man.
it's horrible.
Because
It's horrible.
I don't know if I call it horrible yet, but it's very different because
Oh,
I
don't
mean
say it's good here. You're always too nice to this shit. It's a bad show, dude.
it's because what's weird is that you take two characters. It's okay. It's like you would take Batman and Joker and throw them in the Star Wars universe. It's like why?
Yeah, man, it's pretty off.
Yeah, so it's just very an odd take because you have He-Man separated from the rest of his family and all the other characters, and you're introduced to all these new people that who are they? And the redesigns are almost unrecognizable.
Oh, you know, like
He gives,
honestly, I think I forget, was Skeletor even in that show?
yeah, he's in that show. He just looks stupid.
Yeah, I think when I first saw him, like that's him. Like I barely recognize him. Yeah, I don't know,
Eyeballs.
man. It's pretty rough. It's a rough show, man. Like it's so different. It's bad. It's different and bad. There's a reason. There's a reason. Literally, nobody knows about it, man. Uh,
The New Adventures of He-Man.
no,
It's not.
no. The Adventures of He-Man. It was terrible.
That was a bad 90s face, He-Man.
You know, you'd think that the '90s phase would be the most awesome one because you know all the other shows in the '90s were great.
No, we failed to. We couldn't compare to the likes of Batman and X-Men and Spider-Man.
Batman, Batman, Spider-Man, and X-Man. How about that?
And He-Man. Too bad He-Man couldn't make it. He fucked up the party.
He was too '80s for them, man. He was too awesome, honestly.
It took him another 10 years to make him awesome again.
Oh yes. Now, here I do have a question just to emphasize what's going on in the chat here. You would agree, Gohan and Piccolo
Okay,
forever? Heart? Huh?
I
Huh?
guess.
What does that mean?
Well, you know, father and son, nothing, you know, inappropriate, obviously.
Well, I'm sure somewhere on the internet there is. Oh no!
Oh no,
Oh no!
Mr.
No!
Piccolo.
No! Just keep it at PG on the stream, man. PG.
We'll just make it age appropriate, Mr. Piccolo. Like, hello, Gohan.
He needs an adult. Oh man. Oh, so Hero, on that note, do you like Team Four Star? I don't know if we talked about this. Do you like legit like them, or did you ever have issues with them? Because I don't know if you talked about them too much to me.
I think the only issues I would have now is simply because of the maybe people might take their jokes a little too seriously, like, oh, Goku was always like that. When no, he wasn't always that dumb. It was actually Super that really made him dumb.
Yeah, he's super dumb now. Huh?
Oh, yeah, puns.
No, it's just, God, have you been following along with the show at all, or I think
I'm like 2 months behind, I think.
Really, I thought you were. Oh, well,
I
you're still doing better
was,
than me.
I was caught up.
I just go by what people tell me. Like I'm like, oh, Piccolo got kicked out. Okay, that doesn't surprise me.
That's the problem. Nothing surprises you in that show because
No, I'm like,
the only thing that's got
you
is fighting.
know what?
It's
Yeah,
shallow.
of course. Well, yeah,
Dragon Ball shallow.
Well, yeah. I mean, and that's the sad thing is that you know that's what people would I think automatically assume they should like it for, but you know, I mean, I guess I'm glad they got 17 and 18 in there, but you know what I really want is I want one random person to win the tournament. I just don't care. I just don't. I just know exactly what's going to happen. I don't think that there's any surprises. You're right. Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball surprise. I mean, no surprise.
It'll be a surprise if freaking Yamcha redeems his character by being the winner, but that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, Alan Knox, you did mention that before. Never call critic an angel. Is that a reference to something, or is that just your personal belief? Because like, I don't think that being is that implying that critics are not high and mighty? Oh no, Jasper's gonna knock over all my stuff. Hold on. Have you ever heard that, Hero? Is that a truism?
No, I never heard of that, but I could kind of see how people would think that what critics say like isn't exactly the
Gospel
the time.
No, it's
Yeah.
not. You have to kind of make your own opinions. It's true. Yeah, I don't know if I would disagree with it either. But yeah, what about Archangel though? X-Men. Aha. I wonder if he was ever a critic about it.
I got wings.
I've got wings, and I also review comic books on my free time.
I mean, we find the forces of Magneto and tracing mutant oppression every day, but I got time to review
You know,
videos.
you know what always kind of bothered me about Magneto and his crew, honestly? I don't know if I ever told you this, but you know what they call themselves, right?
The Brotherhood.
Well, now they're known as the Brotherhood, but
Well, the one that they always.
well, they were the Brotherhood of Mutants, but back in the day, back in the Stan Lee days, they were the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. Like, I think I remember someone saying that they were just trying to be ironic, but I mean, the bad guys usually don't. I feel like in that particular cause, they wouldn't consider themselves evil. They were like fighting for
No, they should be the righteous ones.
Yeah, they're like,
Yeah.
we're the Brotherhood of good mutants.
Good evil
Maybe
mutants.
that'd be too confusing for the readers, I guess.
But well, the thing is, the whole thing with Magneto is that he's supposed to be a hypocrite or his own worst enemy because he was a Nazi victim, wasn't he?
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
concentration camps.
Dealing with that in a very interesting way.
And so now he's become like the mutant Hitler, basically.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
No, Magneto.
Hero, I just realized I did sit down and watch a little bit of an anime, a very old one that you kind of were into. I watched like the first episode. Can you guess what it was?
Kaneko Man.
I've seen some Kaneko Man before.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I sat down and I watched Speed Racer.
Oh.
It's very surreal watching the old like it's kind of like more adult in some ways. Like you've got the evil business guys, like they kick his dad out. He's like, I will go do it myself. I want control, and he like he's so insecure about like whether or not he's gonna be a good racer. And they're like, you're gonna be great. I want to be on your team. It's so surreal because it's so old, but I mean it wasn't bad, but it was very off-putting for the first episode. Not as much. It wasn't as hyperactive as I was expecting.
There's a lot of crime in Speed Racer.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that people just assume Speed Racer is just like a family-friendly car racing show. Like, no, a lot of characters die in that show.
Ah, yes.
It's more the later stuff that's cool because just one episode in the last episode, Speed Racer kills a shark with a knife.
Hero, have you ever heard of Anime Man?
You mean a YouTuber?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Is that a real thing, or is that like a superhero?
Well, I don't know. I actually haven't heard of that. Anime Man.
Anime Man. I'm gonna look this up. Who knows what's gonna come up? This will probably be scary. Anime Man. It's gonna be like.
Because all I get is like this one YouTuber. Because I remember seeing that YouTube channel a couple of times, but it's about a.
The Anime Man. Anime here. Anime there. Anime everywhere.
Yeah, but I don't know. I never seen any of his videos, so I wouldn't know.
Oh. Well, let me see. He's a Japanese Australian dude who talks about anime and does other stupid stuff. Yeah, I don't know if that's a show. I've never heard of it. Oh no, she's talking about you, Hero.
Oh.
He's the anime hero. Wow. She said
Anime Man is somebody else.
It's sub to you. Yeah. Oh wow. That just goes to show though, man, people that are subscribed don't subscribe to. I'm like, damn. Oh, that's funny.
That's fine.
Well, at least she kind of knew you. She got half your name right. Anime something.
That anime dude that talks about anime. Which one?
That anime guy. You know, that one.
The one who holds the power.
There can only be one. Wait, here, actually, you like Highlander, don't you?
No, I haven't seen that actually.
What? What? You've never seen? You love the '80s stuff. You should. You know, there's a Highlander anime. It's actually pretty decent from what I hear.
Yeah, I know there is. It's also responsible for that meme of whoa, whoa, whoa.
Really? That's where the meme comes from for that one.
Yeah, the song. Yeah, it comes from that and the song of I forgot the actual name of the song.
Huh? I did not know that.
Yeah, that's where it's from.
Huh? I see. So, Hero, how do you feel about the whole net neutrality thing?
Oh, it's kind of a little late to talk about that, Merlin.
Wait, did it? Wait, why? What happened?
No, it hasn't happened yet, but it ends like I think tomorrow.
Well, I mean, Doug Walker put out a video just now, apparently.
Yeah, that's what I hated. He just took so long. I was waiting for him to talk about it like years ago with the whole what's the fair use like that, but this time he just like laid on the fucking ball.
I wonder why, actually, why he was so late. Because I feel like he's like, oh no, I don't know. What do you think? Do you think it'll be an issue?
I don't know. I hope not, because I mean, like look what happened last year. Like, oh, Trump's not gonna win.
Well, you never know.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm just gonna wait and see what happens, thinking like maybe I'll have faith in humanity today.
Yeah, it'd be kind of nice if the internet was still like an open and free thing, but you know, we live in a very changing world, so.
Well, I hope everything remains okay. I mean, if it was Disney, then maybe we could, negotiate somehow.
We can negotiate.
I don't know. I was kind of hoping maybe Disney, like, okay, you know what? We're gonna license everything. So
he's like, Disney. Let's just give Disney the internet. Like Disney's like, look, we're going to buy the internet. We're going to keep it free for everyone, but we're going to own it so that nobody else can try to buy it. Just pay people not to touch the internet. Oh man.
Yeah, it's like, hey, we got, we'll buy DC Comics and Warner Brothers. Everything will be under one roof.
Like, I don't know. I feel like that could get dangerous if they own everything. But then again, they don't really own anything. Just like, okay, we're going to give you the resources to make your stuff awesome. You can still do your stuff. We won't be involved. We'll just give you the money. And unless you mess up, then we won't touch it. But then if you do mess up, then we'll do it and we'll make money anyway.
Sure, they will make the live action DC versus Marvel movie.
Yes, I finally want that. That would be so great. But they have to. We can't give that to Warner Brothers though. Can you imagine how bad that would be? I mean, with current.
Well,
Did you? God, I don't know, man. The DC movies, I
haven't seen them.
They're so hit or miss.
I'm out of the loop.
You haven't seen any of them? Did you see
No.
Batman? Superman?
So
Wonder Woman was pretty good, actually.
I heard, but I don't know.
No, Wonder Woman wasn't
motivated.
bad. No, I don't blame you, but Wonder Woman wasn't bad. A lot of people kind of liked the Justice League movie, and I thought it was just like okay. Mm-hmm. And I just feel like a Justice League movie should not be just okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they should be excelling, especially when technically they're the first superhero team, aren't they?
I know they're the standard by which Marvel has been reaching towards, and now there's been surpassing so much on film. It's just sad.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how the Fantastic Four were meant to be like a rival to the Justice League way back then, but
yeah, they were trying to do the team ups to compete, but now, Fantastic Four doesn't even have comics at the moment. I think they got that's
no one remembers Fantastic Four.
Well, I kind of like the Fantastic Four, but I don't know. I never thought they had enough fans to make it on the same level. But then again, who knows? If Marvel gets the rights to them and makes their movies, they'll be the best. So I don't know. Human Torch always annoyed me. He's the only one I don't like. Because I remember there was this one. I think it was the Ultimate Spider-Man game where like it was a racing thing, and it was a bitch level, and he would just be like, "Oh, you're so slow," and he can fly. Okay, he can fly. He's flying through buildings, and Spider-Man just like, I didn't like him before, but I hated him after that.
Flame on!
I hate that guy. I hate him. For a writer to make their series dark after the second installment of a series, because I heard that part 2 is one set the establishment. Then, I mean like a New Hope, Empire Strikes Back sort of thing. I don't know. Hero, would you say that people make it darker to make it more interesting so that they can, upset the apple cart? I mean, like, is the sequel always have to be darker and grittier?
It raises the stakes. I can tell you that much.
To add stakes, yeah, yeah. But but okay, but is there a way to do a sequel that's not darker and grittier and still have it be as good or better than the original?
Can you name one? Because I can't.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I was thinking immediately like Rambo or something, but I'm like,
No.
those sequels were cheesier, and the first, I think Rambo like gets such a bad name, like he's this joke, but the first Blood movie, the first one, is like a really good movie, and but no, but I feel like everyone identifies it more with, ugh, you know,
I think the correct answer is the trilogy is the one that takes things too far.
which trilogy?
Oh, let's see: RoboCop 3, Spider-Man 3,
Never mind, you're right.
Dark Knight
Trilogies.
Rises.
Oh no, that old gem. Oh no. Oh man,
It's the third
RoboCop
movie. It's
3 with
all the
Jack.
third movie.
There. I realized something. I think third movies.
Forever. There you go.
I think. I think that I think that trilogies work if it's planned to be like a trilogy, like it's one big movie, like Lord of the Rings or something. If it's something where they make a movie and they're just like, we'll make another one, and we'll make another one. If they don't really have it planned, I think it's a lot riskier because you might not have the same people involved.
Actually, the best example might be horror movies.
I knew you were going to go there. Are you going to talk about Chucky now? Are you going to talk about Child's Play now? Is that what we're talking about now? Eh?
Say Friday the 13th. I mean, because look how many they have. There's more than 10 movies.
I think the first one is the darkest one, though, if memory serves, because that's the one where it was like, his mom did it. Spoilers if you don't know.
But anyone that's seen Scream knows that, Roland.
True. Well, maybe people haven't seen Scream. I'm assuming that if they have seen Scream, they've seen Friday the 13th already. But yeah, come on, I don't know. Do you like Scream? Actually, I like Scream, but I haven't seen it in a long time.
Me neither. It's been a long time. All I remember, do you like scary movies?
Like,
I remember scary movies.
There's a couple rules, man. You don't say I'm gonna be right back because you're not gonna be back. And it's like, hey, man, guess what? What? I'll be right back. Oh, oh
yeah.
Pretty good.
Actually, speaking of darker sequels, Batman Returns is the first Batman, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's the thing. Well, all right. I guess that's kind of. I mean, I think that's like one of my favorite Batman movies. I actually like it a little better, but maybe do you think it went too dark?
Well,
because that's the reason Schumacher took over.
I think so. I mean, we did Batman did kill characters in both films. In the second one, I mean, the fire scene in the beginning is just
he burns that guy alive.
Of course, the dynamite bomb scene.
The best scene when he's like, hit me. And then he just smiles at him, and then he blows up. They just straight up make that guy explode. Like Michael Keaton's Batman does not care at all.
Yeah, then the penguin's death. We're like, I picked the cute one.
but okay, let me ask. All right, here, this is a legit question because I hope to God I'm not alone in this. But okay, the penguin in the death scene. I think it's just great filmmaking and just great writing for his character that Tim Burton pulled off that scene where, he is being escorted by penguins for his burial. And when I look at that scene, I always take it straight seriously. I'm always like, this is really sad. But I feel like that shouldn't work. For I get so I mean I feel like somebody who didn't grow up with it might look at that and be like, that is the dumbest, corniest Adam West type thing, but I think it's kind of great. I don't know, but maybe that's just because the atmosphere works so well. The music's so sad, like that final shot where he's like kind of like falling into the pool and he's got the blood dripping out of his mouth and he's just like that blank face, just he's so seared with hatred even as he died. Like, I don't know, like I always felt bad. I remember I got kind of a debate about it with one of my friends that I always felt kind of sympathetic for his character, but he's also presented as being like this small children. So it's like towing a fine line. I don't know. How do you feel about him in that movie? Because I don't know. Maybe it's he's not sympathetic.
I think that's probably actually the most complex version of the character than any other penguin it's ever made.
Yeah, it did a lot more with him than like what he usually was.
Yeah, because even in the animated series, he kind of like retired halfway through the show.
Yeah, he just gave up. He was like, eh.
Strangely, in the Batman, he's actually the second most recurring character right after the Joker.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember in the Batman, he was actually like they tried to make him like old school comics Penguin, where he actually was a very physical fighter. But then again, that was also the show where they made Joker a Rastafarian dancer fighter guy. It was a weird show. I didn't really like the show very much, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that Batman is something I need to explore in its entirety because I missed a couple of seasons. Like I don't know how it ends, so let's put it that way.
Well, it ends. It's basically Justice League at the end, from what I understand.
That I do know because Superman shows up and a couple other characters.
I remember there were a couple episodes I thought were decent. Like I remember it was one of those shows that like tried to be really dark, but then they would do things that were just so silly. Like Mr. Freeze is a guy with an ice head. I mean, like, why? Unnecessary.
The thing is, Mr. Freeze wasn't a tragic character in that one at all. There was no Freeze storyline. It was just Mr. Zero.
There was no Nora.
Like, no, there was none of that. Well, the thing is, though, it's kind of weird. The Batman had a weird transition because it started off really dark, and then halfway through it, it just became more like Adam West style Batman because that's when Robin and Batgirl started joining him.
Showed up.
It's evident with the theme song because if you look at it, the beginning has like this chilling instrumental theme. Then in the later seasons, you get like a more upbeat, campy style. So,
but you know what the best opening theme was?
Yeah, Adam West.
Well, okay, obviously I'm being cheeky here, but it's the one where he's like,
yeah,
beware the bat.
Oh, that one.
I don't know why that's so weird. It's like, beware. Like it speaks so close. I don't know.
The thing is, I always felt that song was like, is there a full version? Because I always felt like it was barely getting good, and then it cuts off.
And then it just like, and then and even like they kind of like they do like a fade out of like her audio at the end. Beware the bat. No, but that's a show that I think had some wasted potential personally.
Oh yeah, because a lot of people were actually every Batman show is like no one could get comfortable with it if it wasn't an animated series.
Well, except for the original, I guess.
Yeah, that's why, because people didn't gravitate Batman Beyond because the whole future set in a new Batman. Mm-hmm. Then you got the Batman, which all the character designs were done by Jackie Chan Adventures, and then you got Brave and the Bold. It was too campy for people, and then you got Beware the Bat. It's CG and no main villains.
Yeah, well, but hey, Brave and the Bold, pretty popular.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I like Brave and the Bold. I like some of the other stuff, but I feel people never gave any of the other Batman series a chance. Batman or Justice League.
I mean, here. Okay, Alan asked another question. Who agrees that Shonen should make a Justice League team up with Kenshiro, Devilman, Goku, Gundam, I guess all Gundam, and Yu Yu Hakusho, or different ones? All right, Hero, who would be on your Shonen Justice League team?
Well, I don't know, man. Like, I'm gonna gravitate
Goku,
to
Vegeta, Piccolo.
What the
hell? Did they get to that at once? Luffy, Goku, and Toriko. Oh, that wasn't really a team. That was just that special. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a crossover, but I guess in a way they were united.
But was Toriko worthy to be at their level?
Well, in terms of power, like if that's what you mean, or in terms of writing?
Well, I'll be honest. I'm not as I'm not as knowledgeable about Toriko as you were. I remember it got pretty over the top, but I just know that
Yeah,
his series didn't last as long as the other ones, right?
no. Um, it in terms of like just the world building and the way the characters are, Toriko could easily blend in with One Piece, so that they could just go together easily. And in terms of power, Toriko did go to planet size. So
All right. Here's the thing. Do you know the manga panel that kind of sold for me how ridiculous Toriko was? I don't know how far in it was, but
okay.
just guess. What do you think I saw? It was just like, wow, this is ridiculous, awesome, but ridiculous.
Um, did it involve one character eating something else?
Kind of. It was like he was using his weapon, but his weapon he referred to it as a spoon, but it was like
Oh,
a giant like I don't even know, like a truck sized. I don't it didn't even look like a spoon. I was just like, what is this? It was great. I was like, this does not make any sense.
yeah, that's like the halfway point, somewhere around there.
Yeah, I think someone just randomly showed me that, like, yeah, here, check out Toriko's spoon, and I'm like, this is obviously code for something because that is not a spoon. It's the spoon buns on Buto or something. I don't know.
Yeah. But in terms of Justice League characters, what's coming to my head right now is just a bunch of anime superheroes, which is mostly the Kinnikuman characters. That's the Muscle League. That's what they are.
Yeah, well, yeah, they would be for you. I know that. Oh, yeah, man. So here, let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Because I do want to kind of wrap it up, not too much longer. But I do want to ask you a very serious question. How do you feel about YouTube?
Uh, mm,
Yeah, yes. I'll start with that because I'm just curious.
you put me on the spot, and I'm thinking, like, what kind of answer you're looking for? Do you want me to say?
Well, I don't know.
Like, do you want me to say that? Oh, it's like it's a lot of people, or do you want stressful sometimes?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I
Like
had no
if
idea.
you're
I mean, I know that like it's just it's been really up and down with just people I know with at least anime related videos. Like I know, I just wanted to like. I remember Kilps like had a theory a long time ago, years ago. He told me he thought that once Naruto ended, the I guess the YouTube anime community would kind of like die, and I I I don't know if we ever. I don't think I really ever consider myself part of that. I'm not sure you did either. Really, just more by happenstance. But or does it seem like there's just generally less activity on the channels of like everybody we know?
yeah, there is less activity from almost every person that's not like a big time dude. Because the ones that are constantly active are the ones with several 100,000 subs or whatever. And
Yeah, like I mean,
the thing is, so for
yeah,
videos, because this one video just it's and one of them was about like I don't want to poke any names because then I feel like I'm being an asshole. But the thing is, he talks about a topic and he goes like in a way, but it was like, and I felt like I had to make a little comment, say, but there's some errors here that I can tell that you haven't seen the full show
uh
because the clips you're using are like because he talked about Fist of North Star for a bit, and the clips that he used was like one random fight, and the rest of it was just from the '86 movie.
huh. So you think he was cheating a bit?
Yeah, because I'm thinking like if you're gonna talk about something, you have to actually look into the whole thing, or at least a good chunk of it. So at least kind of and because there was another video that because I wrote that comment, I was surprised that people thumbed it up a lot, and a couple other people left comments saying that he also made mistakes in a video about heroes, and in that one he pretty much like um, the whole the American side of superhero things because of like lack of info. So I don't know, and then I look around. YouTuber that I watch that's pretty small, but he knows his stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He was annoyed that there's this one other guy that's a pretty big person, and he was talking about like Gundam, but his Gundam information was completely wrong.
Oh, really? How do you know?
Yeah.
I know you don't watch much Gundam. How do you know?
Well, because he was leaving tweets saying that this guy was talking about Gundam, but he kept pronouncing the title wrong.
Oh God, it's the old Watch Mojo stuff again. I hate that stuff. God. Like that's the thing I don't get. It's like just find somebody to sit down and watch one episode so you know how to pronounce it. Like, you know, remember what was it like? Yu Yu Hakusho, like Luffy. Like I was like, oh my guys, you're not even trying. But that's the thing. They'll get millions of views though. So it doesn't matter, I guess.
Well, I don't know. Lately, almost every video on YouTube now is sort of like title statement, and then sometimes the thumbnail will feature like a different title altogether, and then make up your mind. Then I watch like some of the videos, and some of them have been informative, but most of the anime stuff I just kind of like personally, or you know, they actually, you know, you won me over with your info, so like you know what you're talking about. I'll watch you.
That's weird. You'd think that like people, if they were going to lie about something, you know, to make videos about, they would do something that's like not as niche, I guess. Well, you know, like anime. I don't know. Yeah, man. Okay.
Well, I'm not speaking for everybody because I'm pretty sure some of them are doing it from out of genuine, you know, maybe genuine fandom, but at the same time they kind of like overstep their boundaries by talking something they don't really know too much about.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. I mean, yeah, that's definitely the case. But yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know. I'm just glad it wasn't my imagination because I don't know. It just seemed
no, everyone's like busy or like lost interest, or for the most part, it's work and for everyone else.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's kind of how it is for me. I mean, I was like kind of debating doing a video about it because, I mean, I'll be honest with you, I get like kind of insecure about my channel myself sometimes because I mean, the truth is I've been like kind of putting out content just to kind of put up content, and it's like kind of stressed me out and depressed me a bit. Not to go into like all out of detail, but like no, really, like you know, I want to do, but the problem I run into is that, you know, because I have a life, I guess, is that, you know, I'm busy. So like I used to have more time to do videos, and I want to make my videos better. Like I want to edit them more. I want to make better videos, but you know, that takes time, and the problem is I don't have as much time to even watch a lot of stuff now, so I'm behind. Like for instance, a couple of people wanted me to watch the new Punisher show. I mean, I watched a little bit of it, but I wasn't crazy about it, and I haven't had a whole lot of time to sit down and watch it, do video about it, and I've also been watching another show anyway that I'm more interested in, so I'm trying not to force it, but that means that it's like...
Yeah, just stick with your interest, because I'm thinking at this point you might as well just focus your channel on exclusively one thing or two things, because I think you should just talk about FMA and Dragon Ball, and then anything else you feel like it. Because
yeah. Go ahead. No, I was actually going to ask you.
Yeah, because sometimes I think about maybe everyone should just focus on one particular series or something. But me, I'm like doing everything as I want. But
well, I mean, no, but that's the thing, though. I like the fact on your channel that like you do try to watch all these older shows and these more obscure shows, and you make good videos, like honestly. But you try to do so much that you're always behind, like on stuff. I know that, like, and you're always like, oh man, like you make all these like, oh man, like I try to catch up on this and I couldn't do this. I'm like, man, you can't do it all. You watch a lot of stuff, so
yeah, and it also helps that I don't have a life at the moment.
Well, I mean, okay, you do have the advantage of having more free time. I'll admit. But
I don't like.
I know you're not.
I don't exactly like it.
No, I know. And honestly, no. I got you, man. No, priorities are important. Like, I mean, if you ever like get busier and you can't do as much stuff on the channel, that's fine. I don't know. It's like I kind of want to do stuff, but it's like, yeah, I'm kind of thinking about that too. Like, I'll just do FMA and Dragon Ball because that's all people want anyway on here. It's become very painfully clear. As like, I mean, let's be honest. Like I mean, I've got like 4 people watching. Hey,
Yeah,
it's like
talk about
let's put up a Star Trek podcast. Let's see how many people tune in. It's like you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Like it's so no. I should do more of a focus and just be like do random stuff whenever. But the problem is I got to actually go back and watch Brotherhood again, character analysis stuff. But I got to sit through and watch the whole thing again to be fresh in my mind. It's just like, and then yeah. But yeah, you're right. You're right. You're actually you're probably completely right.
You should talk about the obscure anime no one talks about anymore.
Well, what anime is that?
It's it's something called Fullmetal Alchemist 2003.
What? Fullmetal Alchemist? I've never heard of that one. What's that one about?
Well, it's a story about these 2 brothers, and it doesn't follow the manga, but it's actually pretty good.
What? It doesn't follow the manga? That can't have possibly worked.
Yeah.
No one would watch that show.
Yeah.
Oh man, no. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be like, man, there's this show I found out about yesterday. Have you guys ever heard of it? It's called Full Metal Alchemist. It's an obscure show. It's a little artsy independent studio. You might never have heard of it.
It's actually one of Funimation's oldest titles. So would you believe that?
They didn't like distribute that many shows, so like they only had it was like their flagship show for like a year. Like, how did that happen? Oh,
they had a kid voice actor. That's never been done before.
Wait, they used a kid to voice a kid? What? Yeah. Does he still do anything, actually?
Oh, yeah, he's got it all. He's actually done a few roles in Funimation stuff.
Okay, I didn't know, actually. Because I remember seeing the interviews for the Fullmetal Alchemist movie, the Shambhala one, and like adult, and then there was like this young kid, and I'm like, wow, they actually got a kid to voice him. That's pretty great.
Yeah, it's like Alphonse, the true Alphonse.
The true Alphonse, the human Alphonse. All right, I guess, let's see, has anybody put anything in here?
Oh, actually, speaking of your streams, I did see I forgot which one I was watching, but I love the beginning where you were talking about demonetization. They said like, oh, but the good news is all the sacrifice bonus features are there. The bad news is that they demonetizes the movie.
It's funny. I don't get the system. Like, but and I went back to check the other day, and it's monetized now. Like, why was it demonetized? Like, we're like,
my
okay,
review of your movie isn't.
It isn't. Why not?
I don't know.
But it's fine. Like, no, it's fine. I hope you get money for it. But it's just like, no. But the thing is, that's what I thought that was hilarious. I'm like, okay, the actual move, like, okay, is it? I thought there were some legit things because okay, I guess there was technically violence and cursing. Okay, but then I was like, maybe it's because I was pretty bad about product placement, so I guess I had random things I didn't have permission. But at the same time, I'm like, got like 250 views, man. Like, what? Who's losing out here? And I have a theory. Hero. I have a theory that if you're a big YouTuber and somehow you hit like millions of hits, they won't demonetize it because then people would complain. I really think they only do that to all the smaller people because they don't have a way to back it up. But if they demonetized it, then that person wouldn't do videos, and then they wouldn't make money. Oh, Hero, random question. Since I got you, random question. This is nothing to do with the stream, people. Sorry, but that maybe he'll help me because I've been trying to use this obscure video editing software called Sony Vegas.
Oh,
and it's been kind of irritating me. Do you know why?
Why?
Because I cannot figure out how to render my video and actually make it video. Oh. It's only been coming out as audio. Great audio. It's been irritating me. Am I missing something? Is there like a setting for that? Like I've been playing around and it doesn't seem to matter.
When it comes to Vegas, because I know everyone has like a different frame rates and bit rate and all this other stuff. But I don't know. I would have to look at your screen, I think, in order to figure that out. But you probably would have to do that after the stream.
Some other time, man. I've just been like, I'm like, you know what, whatever. Oh man, but yeah, I've been playing around with it a bit, and I remember I think I made a video with it. I haven't really had much use for it, but I know that's what you use. I think, right?
Yeah. Well, it's a little more stable than. To be honest, the only thing Movie Maker really needs to be on par with the Vegas, at least with a bare minimum, is that if it could do more than like a one video
the
track.
Different tracks.
Yeah,
that's the only thing. Honestly, I don't mind Movie Maker. Like, I know it's not that fancy, and I will admit it. Most of my videos have been Movie Maker, but I haven't really done anything too fancy anyway, and I'm fine with it. I'm okay with it. I wanted to get better software, but the thing is, it's like you said, like if you want to layer the different tracks, like you do your audio and you can do music over that, I can't do that. Like it's really irritating. You got to play with it, and then you have the timeline where you can move things around more. In Movie Maker, it's just like you have something in the timeline, you got to move it all the way over. It's
linear. You don't have freedom to put whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, you're right. That's the biggest thing about it. I hate if it wasn't for that. I mean, it's still kind of limited, but
that and the subtitles, like they're not like as
they're lame.
Controlled.
They're very lame.
Yeah,
as controlled.
So, I don't know. It's like it's basic stuff that like you should have. Every video editor should have those basic things to work. But Windows doesn't.
No, and that's the thing I've been really wanting to get into, man. Is I really want to I want to better edit my videos. Like I want to make better presentation, and I want your opinion on this too, man. Because one of the big things that kind of scared me for years on here. I mean, I've gotten to the point where I don't care anymore now, but like I was so afraid. You could tell I'm fed up. But the thing is the whole footage thing, with copyright claims and stuff. Like I know you have been fighting that for years, and the thing that scared me was that big Fullmetal Alchemist video I did that I really did put effort into. I did like it, and then it got taken away. I got what do you call it? My strike, and that scared me. That was years ago, and I've been so because do you think I mean, I know it's so much of a fluctuation. I see big channels use footage, and it's within fair use, I guess. I don't know if they get monetized. I don't care about monetization. I just don't want it to get taken down. And I mean, do you think there is a way to play it safe, or is it should I just stick with slideshows?
Well, you might want to stick with slideshows, but I've been experimenting, so I kind of I think it because what I do on my videos, like people might not notice this because maybe unless you wear headphones on when you're watching the video, is that I actually put two audio tracks and I separate it slightly so it echoes a little bit.
No, I didn't notice that actually.
I put footage, but sometimes like that's where the copyright kicks in. So sometimes instead of showing the actual footage during an audio clip, I just put pictures for that particular vid. But everything else, I use footage because I'm talking over it, so I don't know how that works. So
I noticed you've cut back on it though. You cut back on a lot of the footage you used. Like you used to do it a lot more, but I guess you ran into conditions.
That and I actually edit the I usually don't play the full clip like sometimes I cut a second or a few seconds in the middle of the clip or around it, so that way it could just flow better. Or sometimes I completely edit the whole thing to make it fit with another scene. So I don't know. There's ways around it, but like to make it easy on anyone, I would say just keep the audio, just edit the audio, and just put a slideshow on it. So,
well, that's normally what I do. And the sad thing about it is, I wanted to do more video stuff, but the truth is, people seem to like the slideshows anyway. So, the truth is, all right, I wanted to use footage because I thought I could be lazier. To be honest, but I thought it'd be more interesting. I didn't have enough faith in the content, but I don't know. I mean, I want to experiment with some different things. I mean, the channel's not done. It's just like how much like I want to. I mean, okay, I'll make an official announcement, but I'll just tell you. And starting next year, I will like. I don't know how much the frequency of videos is going to be anymore, but basically, I'm going to try and make some really good long ass videos. maybe like almost monthly or bi-monthly, something like that. Like I want to just do that. You know, that's really what I want to do. Just make one video that I can really be proud of, maybe like a month or something, and instead of pumping out random crap, because it's become so inconsistent on here. You know what I mean? But I don't want to quit. I don't want to quit, but I need to like find time to find passion and something to talk about. You know, you know what I mean? So
well,
you know that's
that kind of goes back to what you said earlier with you know, how everyone's been kind of bored. Well, one of the reasons is because all the battle shonen like are gone.
well, no, we've still got Dragon Ball Soup. I could react to that every week, I guess. I don't know.
Like,
No,
the stupidity of every episode.
No, I mean, I could just bitch about it. I don't know, but that's what it would be. I'd be like, well,
that's what I've been feeling like. That's what Z's been doing like ever since it started.
yeah, he'll just be like, you know, man, like this was shit. No, really, no, I see it. Yeah, that's all he does. It's like when it comes out, he complains about it.
Yeah, they're like,
bad.
this episode wasn't that bad, but it still sucked.
I mean, I don't know, dude. Like, I need to go back and actually give it a full watch. I do want to. Maybe I will purchase it when Funimation decides to not make 13 episodes, $40.
I doubt it.
I mean, I know Dragon Ball's money, but my God, man, this is an arc that's already been done. I saw the movies already. I saw the movies. Like, what are you doing, man? Like, come on. I like Sean Schemmel, but I don't know if I like him that much. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know. That was just.
Well,
and then,
actually, I guess that is Dragon Ball dub selling point. Like, you get to hear Sean Schemmel because he's not in any other dub.
well, he doesn't need to be. He's always doing the video games constantly.
It's like I just want to hear Sean Schemmel and something else.
Actually, Hero, you live in Texas. Have you ever decided to just go to like the Funimation studio and be like, "Hello, I'm the Anime Hero. Can I work for you?" I do lots of voice acting on my own time. You know, I know you said I don't know how far away they are for you, but you should totally just go there. You should make like a video about it or something.
Well, I have two options because Sentai Filmworks is also in Texas.
That?
Yeah, because that's where ADV Films used to be. So them and Funimation were in Texas.
Dude, in all honesty, with like you should like consider doing that because you're such a big fan and you know your stuff. You should consider it because I think they'd probably be more likely to hire you if you're actually in Texas. Like if you could find a way around there, that might be kind of cool.
Probably.
I remember. You know, seriously, you should. I mean, I'm sure they get thousands of people putting in submissions, but what the hell, man? Why not?
Here I am playing, dead character number 2.
Yes, I got $50 for it. Dead character number 2 in scene 11, episode 20 of this one obscure anime. Hey, it's a start.
Anime shit, by the way.
it's shit, but I'm gonna promote it. Still go watch it. No, everyone gets their start somewhere. Who knows? I'd say go for it.
It's one thing I always wish I would hear from voice actors, or at least from anime, that for them to say, like, I worked on this one show that was fucking terrible.
They can't. They're not allowed to say that. They're not allowed to say that they work for the company. They can never say too bad about. Well, I guess they can, but like, well, no, I don't know because I like, for instance, Sonny Strait always talks about how much he loves the manga and loves Dragon Ball, but he shit on Dragon Ball Evolution, but that's because it was terrible. But it's also not like their property, you know. So
yeah,
I remember like they're always there. How to say, like, I think Sean Schemmel illegally downloads all the episodes to get a head start, but he doesn't encourage that, you know. Like, so he's like, you don't do that because it hurts the industry. But I'm like, well, how do you know? I mean, I guess they could give it to him because he's Sean Schemmel, but I don't know. I hear my phone going off. Actually, 1 second.
Oh, don't leave me alone here. This is not my stream, Merlin. I wonder if Anime Hero's over 6 feet. No, I'm barely over 5 feet. With all honesty, I'm like 5'4", I think. Maybe smaller. I don't. Who knows? Maybe I'm about the same height as Frieza and Vegeta. I don't know. Shit. Got back, Merlin.
And on that note, I guess I'll have to wrap it up. But let me look at the chat quick. Any final comments or questions? You are.
While you were gone.
Are you over 6 feet tall?
No. I am a short person.
I want to know. Oh, I guess I'll answer this quick. Yeah, just give me suggestions. Oh, you like it when I review? Well, I'll review a bunch of things, guys. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys viewing, watching. I guess share the video, whatever. I do want to try and do another stream. I think Hero and I might be doing a Phantom group call or stream in a couple weeks. Hopefully, that's the plan. Hopefully, but yeah, man. Anything you want to promote on your little channel you're working on? Any more reviews or anything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 12 Days of Anime is gonna start like in about 2 days, I think. So I have
Have you?
6 videos ready for that. I still have to do the
Nice.
other 6.
The 12 Days of Anime Hero gave to me. All right, dude. Well,
Yeah.
thank you for joining me, Mr. Hero. And thank you for joining me, everybody. Leave comments and stuff, I guess, for video suggestions or whatever. And I will see you all later. And peace out, everybody. Stay magical.